I'm Bobby J. Welcome back to the channel. No, you are not watching Bobby J reruns, and yes, I am headed to go get another JCB 3TS-8T teleskid. We demoed the 22 model back in the spring, and I like that machine so much. Went ahead and ordered a 23 model, and I'm so glad that I did not take that particular machine. While there was nothing wrong with it, it was only a month or two later that word came down the pipeline of the new updates for the 23 model. And the new screen, the new gauge setup and the screen setup is awesome in the 23 model. There's a new seat in the 23 model. And I believe the window up above the, in the roof, I believe there's some changes there. So I am headed to the dealership. We're gonna go pick this one up. This one is not a demo. This is the machine I ordered and it's going home with me. Okay, let's see here. Is this one the right porch? Let's see.
So this is actually a couple of days beforehand from pickup day. My salesman called me and said, "Hey Bob, we've got three 3TSs that just came in. Come on down to the dealership, have a look at all three of them, see which one you want, and let me know. We'll get it all cleaned up and ready to go for you. You can come back a couple of days later and pick it up." So this is us just kind of screwing around and looking them over and trying to decide which one it is that we want out of the three.
Well, it sounds good. .75 hours. Cluster or screen missing. I don't know about that. Software mismatch. I don't know about that. Oh, 3.75 hours. Okay. I don't know about this one. Okay. Is this one the right porridge? I already don't like this one. .1 hours. Okay. I don't know about that one. That one appears to have been off-roaded a little bit too hard. I don't want that one. Okay, where's the third one? There she is. There she is. That's the one right there. I have a feeling. I have a feeling. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, keys in it too. Oh, I like this one. I feel it. I can feel this is the right porridge. .75 hours. Okay. Well, then I got to decide which one I want. This one's the right porridge. Yeah. This is the one I like. I didn't like how that one over there had some sort of software, whatever that said. Both of those other two. This one did not have any kind of error code, which who knows, maybe they need to be plugged into and here at the dealer or something. I don't know. But this one here started up, none of that.
So I talked to the service department just shortly after looking at this machine, and here's the skinny on that. When they are assembled at the JCB plant, at whatever point along the assembly line where, you know, key on is turned on for the first time, they've got 12 volt power, there's issues as they're being assembled that the computers throw codes and whatnot, and that is part of dealer setup. The factory doesn't handle that. The dealer actually plugs in, clears those codes and everything, and gets the machine all ready for actual purchase. So there was no issues regarding those other two machines. They hadn't been through, they were literally just delivered and they hadn't been through the dealer shop just yet.
It's got 3.8 hours on it, but I think this is the machine. Bluetooth. Oh, ooh, cold, man, whoo. Now, let's see here. Oh yeah, backup camera. Pretty slick machine. Machine settings, display settings, metric. We don't want no metric. Okay, so that's the one we're picking?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the one we're picking. All three of these machines all rolled off the assembly line together. We've got 4559 and was the second one. The first one was actually the newest one, 4561, and we're going with the middle of the pack here, 4560. So I guess this is the porridge right here, is the one we want. We're going with this one. Number 60, that I think JCB should do a little different, is that it only has a 1-speed transmission in it, right? Where's the 2-speed? I mean,
you could mess with the speed itself, but yeah, it only goes 1 speed.
Yeah, that's the only thing that, because I mean, I kind of was interested in one of these things. Yeah, this thing's pretty cool. Yeah, and then quick connect. Well, on the road now, and the thing is, you know, there's a couple things about JCB. Yeah, they're British, but these machines are actually built in Savannah, Georgia, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's about as American as you can get on one hand out of some of the, compared to some of the other things. Even, hey, I'm a Dodge guy, right? My new 22 is made in Mexico. Toyota, I believe they're made, the Toyota trucks are actually assembled here in the USA. So, you know, anyway, back to the JCB, made in Savannah, Georgia. The other thing that I like about this machine is the engine itself. That EcoMax diesel, they call it. It's a 4.4 liter. It's the largest engine found in a skid steer, period. And I believe its natural habitat is 91 horsepower. It has been put on a dyno and carefully, meticulously tuned to make 74 point something horsepower, not a horsepower more, to avoid DPF and DEF fluid, all that. We've got none of that stuff in this machine, which is the other reason why, huge selling point, is I wanted to stay with a 74 horse machine. And this machine's got 300 foot-pounds of torque. So it's pretty impressive how they were able to mess with the ECM of this engine and get it down to where it didn't make more than 74 horse, but it still made 300 foot-pounds of torque. Pretty impressive on that front. And the last thing is, some people complain about, you know, dealer support, parts, that sort of thing. You know, my dealer, I've asked this question a couple different times. N&S, They stand behind this. I mean, I've seen in the parts, the whole parts department, they've got shelves and shelves and shelves dedicated to JCB only. A lot of yellow and black boxes and bags in that dealership. And this service department saying, hey, call us 7 days a week. Answer any questions you've got, any problems, anything, just let us know. We'll come take care of it. So, you know, that's a big thing, is you got to have a good dealer. You can have a really good machine and a crappy dealer, and you can have a decent machine with a really good dealer. I'll take the decent machine with a really good dealer. I'm not saying this is just a decent machine. I think this is a good machine. I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm going to get this thing home, get it unloaded, and I've got a number of jobs already lined up for it. I want to get going on it.
Why do you have to grease it? It's brand new.
I have trust issues. I don't know. I don't know who's greased it, if it's even been really like greased other than assembly grease or something. I just want it done. Make sure I, feel better about it. Plus, black and yellow. Black and yellow. I don't want this old dead tree rubbing up against the branches of these, good trees with all their almonds and everything. I don't want to be knocking nuts off the ground. So, the old teleskid, boom, bam, how about that? We'll just go right on above the tree line. Got that covered. Okay, now I will say this. Boys at the factory over down there in Savannah putting this together, when you make your wiring harness, come on, clip the zip ties. That's all I ask. Just clip the darn zip tie. Well, not bad for the first day's work. Through searching for a new compact track loader to replace my old Bobcat, it was pretty interesting. I learned a lot learned a lot about these machines, and I also learned some things that I already knew, that these brands kind of are still sticking with some of the things that they are known for. You know, for example, Kubota. You know, Kubota, they're the original knockoff brand. You know, they were a cheaper alternative to John Deere, Case, Ford, that sort of thing. And here over decades have built themselves into their own brand through economic value, simplicity, things that just work. And you know, their small diesel engines are the best in the biz. I mean, I'm a big fan of their older small diesel engines. They run forever and they're so simple. And you know, you go to say Caterpillar, you know, they're the construction king. There's kind of undisputed practically. World-class service and parts behind Caterpillar, but they're not cheap machines either. And I personally am not a big fan of Caterpillar tractors. Good old Caterpillar getting towed out by a Case.
Pull this piece of shit out of the way.
But I know they're, like I said, their construction equipment is unchallenged in a lot of ways. Deere's a good company, makes good equipment. Of course, you know, their game is buy someone else's design, make a few tweaks, and declare that you've revolutionized the world. No, but in all seriousness, Deere, same thing, as great parts and service behind Deere, and they do make a solid product. Takeuchi, you know, that is an interesting, I had no idea who Takeuchi, again, me coming from the world of tractors, agriculture, tractors, implements, combines, that sort of thing, not so much construction and forestry. Takeuchi was a completely new brand, never heard of them. And I got the chance to be around a Takeuchi, and they are pretty impressive machines. You can really tell Takeuchi is someone that has fine-tuned their craft. I kind of run parallel Kubota and Takeuchi together because there's some similarities between the two of them, but in a lot of ways there is no comparison. It's like comparing a half-ton Dodge Hemi to a 3500 dually Dodge Cummins. I mean, it's a completely different animal. Takeuchis, I can see why they are so widely used in the forestry business, and their cooling capabilities and toughness, and it's a nice machine. You know, and Case, I'm a big Case guy. You follow me, you already know that. You know I'm a Case guy. Case represents simplicity, equipment that just simply works, and reliable Cummins power. You can't beat that. But and I fully thought I would wind up with a Case skid steer, and they were actually, price-wise, they were some of the cheapest machines, and I really liked the Case. But you know, JCB, kind of a new kid on the block as compared to some of these brands that have been around for decades and century, practically a century, right? New kid on the block. You know, what does JCB represent? Innovative products. Innovation is a great way, I think, to sum up JCB, and in that they won me over. That's how I wound up a JCB customer, was through that innovative thought process. And I found myself today using the teleskid feature of this compact track loader more than I thought I would. It was really with the kind of work that I personally do, orchard work. This machine is going to be in the orchard 75% of the time. Reaching out to be able to grab onto trees, sneak in underneath low-hanging branches without having to push the machine into a bunch of branches and leaves and everything. Really helpful. Really helpful. The bottom line is really helpful. And so pretty happy with my purchase. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, please subscribe, please comment, and we will see you on the next one.
I don't know. Let's just go with it.